make it back to the CFP this year, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Will start at the 25. So Vanderbilt's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Going to swing it on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Commodores will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack into the ground. The Sooners offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season, so now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a grab past the marker. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Sooners will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It stops. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Prime. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the bounds because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They just keep firing. He'll pull it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. 3rd down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Rush is on him. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked up. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Got some room to run. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Commodores will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain, and they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way,
breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Sooners are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Fry. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. The Sooners will snap it on first and 10. It's complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle. There he goes. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Running to the left. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Looking to get it in. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Vandy. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he will get home. And it goes down at the 17.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major... so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Gets it out fast. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Toss sweep to the right. Turning it on.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Nowhere close on that one. Got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Dobbs.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sooners will try to move the chains on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Holds it in, the 1st down and more. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster.
And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Got room to work. Just plowing ahead. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hall. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man! And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I don't think defensively you understand. Like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Behind the chains now on second and long.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Dobbs. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's moved. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Converts on fourth down, still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He's got him. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Pocket breaking down. Brings it down on the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Running back searching for a hole. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Commodores have this offense rolling. They go to the ground. Cobb sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, the thing about the jet sweep is oftentimes it gets the defense confused. They can't find the ball, but not that time. Great job of eye discipline defensively, finding who had the ball, and then using their speed to get there to make a nice tackle.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And you used to see the jet sweep as a play that I'm going to get outside and get big gains. Now, it's so tough. Do you want to stack up the middle? Fine. We run it outside, get the first down. Really tough to stop.
Oh, they're after him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Try to barge their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Barrels ahead. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Doors!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll send the back in motion, trying to get the edge on the toss. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Fry. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now
he's got it. First down and more. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Got a man. It's Dobbs. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Sooners will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, need a conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And maybe he'll get... the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the double.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And it's the throwback fullback picking up the first down. Great effort on 4th, surging. To keep his offense on the field.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100-touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield. That's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Dude, wide open, big play opportunity, hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Every defense the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look. And 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wants to fire on second down. Looking to scramble. He makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to... Ball back and preserve time for their offense. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Going to take a shot on second and short. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Commodores in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Sixth play of the drive coming up. contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. First down and 5 after the penalty. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Trying to bully their way in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He took... As he threw it and couldn't deliver the football, it's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 40.
This defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running. Because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his leg.
It'll be 3rd and long.
42 Spider.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miss.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Under fire. Stumbled to the ground. Here on 3rd down.